Hi, welcome to class today. My name is Paul, and we are going to do a yin style practice today. It's going to be deep stretch, feel good all the way. Prop wise, if you have a couple of blocks or a chair, have them nearby, as well as a blanket and a belt. And if you don't have props, we'll work around it. All right, let's get started. We are going to begin with child's pose and a side stretch. So slide everything off of your mat, unless when you come to child's pose, if your hips are not able to come to your heels or even very close to the heels, you could place a blanket behind your thighs and you could work here. So you can kind of sit back and rest on the blanket. So knees just about a little bit wider than hip bone distance apart. And extend arms out in front. And then let's walk our hands over to the right. So we're bringing the torso over the right thigh. And then if you're able to, press your left hand on top of your right. So the palm of the left hand is pressing into the right hand. And just kind of bow out through the left side of your body. Close your eyes. For all of these poses, you'll be able to close your eyes. Just feel the breath moving in and out through the nose. Deep breath. So it's a very passive stretch. There's not a lot of action here. You could slightly work your left buttock down towards the left heel in that direction if it's not touching, or if it's touching, it's a little bit more of a connection. Let everything go. Whatever's been on your mind, whatever it took to get to your mat today, let go of all the activities of your day. Take 2 more deep breaths here. After your second exhalation, stay low to the floor. You're going to walk all the way over, folding over the left leg. If you're able to place your right hand on top of your left, you'll do that. Otherwise, just have your right hand on the floor alongside the left. Breathe into your back body so you feel the back of the ribs expanding with each inhale. If you need to come out of child's pose at any point, just stretch out and come right back into position. Relax your face. Take 2 more deep breaths here. After your second exhalation, slowly rise up, and you can stretch your legs out one at a time. Our next posture is puppy dog. I like using blocks, elbows on blocks. You could also do elbows on a chair or on a table. So it's elbows up and the head is just behind. And if you don't have blocks or a chair or table nearby, you can always do this on the floor, right? Just bringing your nose towards the floor. No matter how you're doing it, this is a wonderful opener for the shoulders and the chest. Okay, so elbows, place them up. I'm going to set my watch here. We'll be here for a couple of minutes. Hands are in prayer. I've got fingers pointing towards the sky. You can also bring your hands towards your upper back. So it's a mostly passive position. There's a little bit of action though, shoulders gently lifting towards the sky. So a little bit of resistance, and then the heart sinking down towards the earth. Chin sinking down. Pay attention to your breath. Eyes are closed. Whole time breathing in and out through your nose. It could be ujjayi breath or just regular nose breathing. And for any of these holds, if it's too long for you, you come out. It's your practice. Two more breaths. And then after your second exhalation, you can slowly rise up. Ooh, feel your shoulders. You can do a couple shoulder rolls here. Next up, we'll come to standing for a wide leg forward fold. Now this one you might want to have a chair or a couple of blocks. So when we're in this position, we're in the wide leg forward fold, bringing forearms down to something, chair or block, and resting forehead down on the forearms. So you want to feel a stretch in the hamstrings, but it's not extreme. It's just there's a subtle stretch there, right? Which means you could always go feet wider apart. If you're tighter and it's harder to get your forehead down, but again, prop yourself up. You could even have, if it's a higher, like a counter or a table, if this is where you need to be for the stretch. Okay, so I'm going to use one block, but feel free to stack two blocks up. And find your position. And breathe. So the time has begun. Be here for a couple of minutes. Whereas normally we'd have the legs fully engaged, so allow your legs to be more passive with this stretch. The kneecaps are not lifting. Quadricep muscles not fully activated. Notice the quality of the breath, how full it feels, and notice your mind. If it's wandering a lot, if you're able to stay focused on the stretch and the breath. One of the benefits to ujjayi breath, if you're able to create that subtle sound, is that it gives your mind something to focus on, what's called a dharana. We focus on the sound, and it helps to keep us from getting lost in thought. And if we're lost in thought, we don't make a problem out of it. It's just we're lost in thought. We notice it, we come back to the breath and the stretch. One more deep breath here. Slowly lengthen forward, bend your knees, and just heel toe your feet in a bit before rising up. So make it just casual and easy to come up. Shake out your legs. Ooh, who's ready for Shavasana? All right, let's do a lizard variation. We'll use a blanket to pad the back knee. I like with these longer holds to have more cushion. And we'll put it to the left side. So right leg forward to lunge, left knee on the blanket. Make sure you're above your kneecap. And from here, left elbow and forearm will come to the block. In the right hand, we're going to walk it out. We can actually take the block a little bit off to the side of the mat. We're going to walk right hand forward and out. So this is a great stretch for the hips, but also for the side body. All right, so left elbow on something. You could be on the floor as well, but I'm not making this as intense a practice today, right, in the stretch department. And yet, it's still deep, deep stretch. If at any point you need to just bring both elbows to the floor or to the block, that's totally fine as well. So right fingertips are walking forward and over to the left. Relax your face. Just notice where the stretch is for you. Maybe it's slightly different from when we normally do lizard. Soften your jaw. Take one more breath. After your exhale, slowly rise. Just take a moment, feel that, the after effects of lizard. We'll go to the second side. Left leg forward. Right knee on the blanket, right elbow on the block. Walk your left hand forward. Fingertips on the floor and over to the right. Just softening your chest down. Notice if there's any tension in your face. Relax, soft eyes, soft jaw. Deep breath. One more full breath in and out. And then inhale. Slowly rise up. Whew. All right, jump switch the blanket to the other side. Left knee will be on the blanket. We'll do runner stretch with blocks or chair. So normally when we do runner stretch, we're pressing the heel down, pulling back, creating engagement. Not today. It's passive, relaxed. And the elbows, forearms, will come down to the blocks as we fold. It's really, really relaxed here as we drape over the front leg. This is where if your hamstring is tighter, you could bend the knee a little bit as well, or if you have a chair, have your elbows and forearms on a chair. Even the toes, relax. We're not fully spreading the toes. You could have a slight spread, but not much. Breathe deeply. Relax your face. Take 2 more full breaths here. After your second exhalation, slowly rise, pull your leg out, and we'll switch the blanket. So good, so deep, wow. Taking your time, left leg forward. Elbows, forearms on blocks or chair. Just allowing the upper body to drape over the left thigh. Let go of all tension, all worry, anxiety, concern. So in this moment, be still with your breath, with the stretch. That's all there is this moment here, now. Just noticing the difference between sides. Maybe one side is more relaxed or more open than the other. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. slowly rise up. Sit back, relax. All right, let's do a twist, shorter hold on each side. And this one we'll do on the belly. So come onto your belly. Bring the right leg into a frog position. So your leg, you're forming a 90-90 shape. And then extend left arm straight off to the right side, and then right arm reaches to the sky as we twist open to the left. You're turning to look over the right shoulder. Relax your face. This is such a nice twist in the mid and upper back. Head is off the floor. If you wanted to make it more passive, you could always place a blanket or block under the head. And then we slowly rise out, and we'll switch sides. Left leg, bring it forward to the frog position. Right arm, stretch it towards the left side of the room, and left arm, reach it overhead. Looking over your left shoulder. One more breath here. At the end of your exhale, slowly release. Let's close it out with a supported bridge position, and we'll do a couple of stretches here as well. So you could take your block at the mid-level here underneath the sacrum. This is what I suggest for most of us. For some of us, we might want to elevate even higher, the highest level. Tuck your shoulders under, bringing shoulder blades closer to the spine. And then pull the right leg in towards the chest. You could either clasp behind the thigh, grab a hold of the shin, or you could just pull it in without holding it. And let's stretch left leg out straight. And all of these you could do, positions you could do it on the floor if you don't have a block, or a block is just not comfortable for you in supported bridge. This is Apanasana with the block underneath the sacrum. Couple of breaths here. Relax your face. Then we'll switch legs. Stretch your right leg out. Hold the left leg in. Holding the front of the shin or the back of the thigh. You can also use a belt around the back of the thigh and hold the belt if it's too hard to reach your leg. Deep breath. Then exhale and release, and we'll close out in our supported bridge position. If you need to remove the block and come into Shavasana, you're welcome to close out in Shavasana. Just unwind, let go. I hope you enjoyed this yin practice. I look forward to practicing with you for the next class. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and never miss one of the 3 classes we add weekly. And hit the like button. It's helping us to spread the word of the Thousand Petals Yoga channel. Thanks so much for being here. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.